Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gladys and today we're going to be doing a full face makeup. This is what I usually would do mostly for holidays or a photo, going out, things like that. This is not my everyday makeup. Just wanted to put it out there. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a professional. I only enjoy doing my makeup. I am a mama of a toddler and fully pregnant. So bear with me if I do any mistakes. And we're going to go ahead and start with my base, which I use a highlight from Saint in the shade Wheat, and I apply that just so that the eyeshadows will stick, show their true color, and last longer. After I'm done blending this in, I start with my eyeshadows and I go in with the outer V, and it's a cool brown color in the shade Oak from the Saint Beauty. All this fits in one compact so that my makeup kit is not as clunky as it used to be, as big. Just a couple of colors in there. If you're interested in any of the products that I'm using today, just go ahead and check the description down below. I will be linking everything from the brushes all the way to the setting spray that I used. So just go ahead and check down there any details. Here I'm applying the shade Oak, and I like to look straight forward so that way my eyes are open and I can place it high up on my higher than my crease, just because I do have hooded eyes. And after I see that the placement is good, then I start blending in towards the inner side of the eye. But I like to keep this shade mostly on the outer V corner. Here I'm just going to repeat the same steps with Oak on the other eye, and I will be going in and out and throughout this video put in music and voiceover, just so that way I'm not cutting into every single step, because I did do my full face on camera, so it'll be very repetitive.
You know who made it. You know who made it.
When I am done fully blending, I go ahead and add the highlight shade Goddess on my lid. That's basically just to clean up the lid, maybe do a semi-cut crease. I won't call it a full cut crease, but you'll see. Basically, it just cleans up the area, and that way my shimmering shade that I'll use next will stick better to the lid. And you'll see that the key to this video, or the theme to this video, is going to be blending. I might be the type to overblend. You will see that throughout the video with everything, the shadows, the face look. I just blend till my little hand falls off. doing this voiceover, I am realizing that I could have just left it with this right here, like blend in those two colors and call it a day. Maybe next time I'll do something like that. Just let me know down below in the comments if you would have left it there all matte or if you did like the shimmer color. This was a makeup look more for the night, you know, like a holiday night or something like that, date night. So I did want the shimmer, but I tend to stick more to a matte color and then maybe just a little shimmer in the inner corner. But here we were trying to step out of our comfort zone and try something new. When I am done blending these, I go in with the shade Grandstand from Makeup Geek. Now, if you know, you know. This shade is super old. I'll check if they still have it in stock. If not, I'll link something similar that, you know, more new. But this is an oldie but a goodie for me. Um, yeah, so I'll try and do my best to link something very similar, like a dupe, if they don't have that shade anymore.
You know who made it. You know who made it.
Next, I will be adding the shade Sabrina to the brow bone. Usually, I like to add a matte eyeshadow here, but I don't know what's going on. I think I try to hide all my eyeshadows from my toddler and they have disappeared. So I am working with what I could find. But yes, Sabrina I do like for the inner corner, but didn't love it on the brow bone. Maybe for a different look. Maybe for like a fully matte look and just a little bit of that Sabrina on the brow bone would have been perfection. But for this one, I felt like it was a little over the top. Let me know down below what you think. You know, to each its own, and we all have different tastes, different likes, and different opinions. So let me know down below your opinions and all that because I will like to build a community where we can all learn from each other and, you know, suggest any products to each other and all that. So please comment down below. Okay, so next I go ahead and color correct. I use the palette from Makeup Forever. It is called the 4-in-1 Face Sculpting Palette, and I use the color correcting shade. It is, like it says, 4-in-1, so it's 4 shades in one little palette. And I will be, once I run out of this product, be replacing it with a Demi Shade from Saint, just so that way I can add it to my one compact instead of all the products that I have. I just didn't want to waste it since it's not completely finished. As you can see, I like to color correct under my eyes. That way I can cover any darkness, and also I have some darkness in my smile line, like around the lip area, and I like to color correct there as well. Oh, I wanted to say as well that I am trying a new technique, to me at least, where it's from a filter from Instagram. I will be posting a picture with me like using the filter, and it shows you how to place your contour shade, highlight, foundation, and all that. So it's gonna look very funny, very at first, very Halloween, so just in time. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it after I place all the makeup where based on the filter, basically. So we'll see. The contour is what's different for me. I don't usually place it that way. I usually just do, regular three placement. But we'll see how this looks. Here I'm placing my contour shade in the color Indigo. And this is where I was saying that it is completely new to me, where I bring it down in like the outer mouth area. I don't know how best to explain it, but you can see it there. That's where it is different for me. And later on, there's a moment where you'll see, I realized that that's exactly where I have my darkness already. So I don't know how I feel about this placement. We'll see. I guess I need to warm up to the finished look.
You know who made it.
Here you'll see me go in with my foundation, which we call our highlight shade, in the color Papaya. And I'll place that basically everywhere where I wouldn't place the other colors, since this makeup is full coverage. And there I go in with my highlight, which is my brightening shade in the color Goddess. And I place it on my chin, above my lips, down my nose, the middle of my forehead, and under my eyes. Here you will see me forget under my eyes. I do it later on in the video when I realize that I forgot. Next, I go in with my contour on my nose. I do it with my fingers because I feel like it's a little more precise for me. But you can go ahead and place it with your brush if that's what you would prefer. After that, I go in with my blush, which I mix the shade Black Cherry and Nude. A little bit of both just to have a perfect shade for me at the moment. Then it is the bronzer on my temple. I love this bronzer. This is in the shade Bella. It just brings so much warmth to the face. Later on, I actually add more. This is where I thought I was done, and I'm trying to show you where I'll be placing the photo with the Instagram filter, and then I realized that I was missing the brightening shade under my eyes. So this is me placing it now. Bear with me. And then also this filter was saying highlighting or brightening shade on the nose, like right next to the contour. And honestly, right now I will say I did feel like that snatched my nose. This is the first time that I actually felt like, oh, Okay, my nose looks snatched. Mind you, I am pregnant. And if you know, you know that the pregnancy hormones makes your nose at the end pretty big. I don't know exactly what is the reason behind it, but there is a reason. um, so now we're just going to go into the blending process of blending all these shades, and I am going to go ahead and fast forward. Just remember to blend, blend, blend. The theme of the video. Okay, I'll leave you to some music.
You know who made it. 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 You know who made it.
When I'm somewhat satisfied with my blending, I go ahead and start with my eyebrows. Usually I do my eyebrows before I do my face, but since this was like a new technique to me, the way I applied everything else, I did it. I was like, okay, I'll just leave it for afterwards just in case. But when you do it before, you can always clean up with your makeup as well. That's what I like about doing it beforehand. And I went in with the Benefit Cosmetics brow pencil in their dark brown shade. I believe that's the number 5. I'll link it down below. I do it, I would say I do it a little more on the natural side. Remember, our eyebrows are not meant to be exactly the same. So do the best that you can. Trust me, they're gonna look good no matter what. Unless, of course, you like overdraw or do something too crazy, then we will need to work on that. but you'll see. I just go ahead and brush. What helps for me is interchanging between my little compact mirror and also a bigger mirror like further away, or just use the same mirror just close and further. That way you can see if there's any empty spots where you need to fill in. If there's anything a little off, then I try and go ahead and fix it. You'll see me also try to match one with the other one with the pencil. That's another technique. If you like, I can do a video of what is actually done, how they measure your brows with your pupil and all that. We can also, that's another technique. Me, honestly, I just wing it. I look, see where there's an empty spot, fill in, go back, work with what I have. That's all I do.
You know who made it.
Here I am setting with the Anastasia Brow Gel in the shade Dark Brown. I love using this even when I'm not doing a full face. I would just skip the pencil and use this alone, and it works perfectly fine for me. I will link it down below if you would like to give it a try. Also, if you have already brows that are um, professionally done and all that, then you can just use a clear brow gel. Pretty sure that would just help you set them in and you wouldn't have to do all these steps. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set. Usually for my normal makeup look, I only set on my T-zone and under the eyes, but here I was semi baking a little bit under the eyes, especially just so that the brightening shade can pop a little more. And I set on my chin, my nose, and my forehead. And then what was left on the brush, like nothing extra, I put all over the rest of my face. And this setting powder is, I believe it's from Maybelline, but I will link it down below just to make sure. This was gifted to me. It's not usually my setting powder, but like I said, we are not about to waste anything here. So I am trying to finish it up. And what I usually use is my setting powder from Saint, which is all in one compact. This is where you see me adding more of that bronzer. I'm telling you, if you love the Hoola bronzer, this is 100 times better. Just for the fact that if you self tan, you can use this to self tan yourself for quick, like on the neck area, your chest, anywhere that you would like to really quickly. Maybe you don't have the time to self tan that day, or whatever the case may be, you can cover that up. Me, I am a deeper tone, so I don't use it that way. I solely use it as a bronzer on my face, but it is also a multi-use product. Next, you see me go in with my highlight rose gold on my cheekbones and down my nose. I go ahead and blend it into my satisfaction, and then I use that multitasker Bella bronzer to line my lips, and I use it in combination with my lip and cheek in the shade Nude. And yeah, I just try to add as much or as little as I want that day and blend it in so that it's the perfect lip combo.
You know who made it.
When I achieve my perfect lip nude combo, then I go ahead and finish my under eye, where I'll add a little bit of that oak shade that I used on the outer crease and a little bit of the Grandstand in the inner corner of the eye. That way it is more cohesive and finished. Then after that, I will go in with my mascara, the one that I'm currently using, again, to finish up. It's the Clinique Mascara. I don't remember. I think it's their original one. I will, again, link it down below so that way you know which one I am using. I apply 2 coats of that mascara, and usually I would apply falsies if it's, again, like a very holiday look. If not, then I don't. I just curl them and do the mascara. Here, I couldn't find my curler to save my life. Again, toddler issues. So, I did not curl them, but if you do like, I would suggest to do so because that will make them look a lot better, in my opinion. If you have any suggestions when it comes to a good mascara where it won't run under my eyes and I look like a panda at the end of the day, please link it down below, or just, name a couple down below, because I feel like I've tried anywhere from high end all the way to pharmacy products, and they're just not, when it comes to that, when it comes to it not running. I feel like the only one that holds up for a longer time is the L'Oreal, the one that I used on my previous video. L'Oreal Paradise Lashes, something like that. I'll link that one below as well. And it's actually a better price. But yeah, I need you guys' suggestions. Please help. And we're all done with this makeup look. All I do is add my setting spray from Urban Decay and then go in with my sponge just so I can fully set the makeup. I hope you enjoyed my video and stay tuned for more. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.